Hi, and welcome back to X's and O's with Dan Orlovsky. I'm Mike O'Hara, brought to you again by Xfinity. And Danny O, Detroit Lions coming off a big win on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles, but here comes another tougher test this Sunday at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. And when you look back, the Lions have faced Kyler Murray, they've faced Phillip Rivers, and then Carson Wentz. But how is Patrick Mahomes and this offense different than anything they've faced?
Well, I mean, that's an endless question a little bit. You know, the play caller and the creativity of the play caller. Two, the diversity of their weapons. It's a flavor of the week for them. And then three, Patrick Mahomes just does stuff on a field with his arm and the way he can move. I don't know if we've seen a guy like this in the NFL in a long time, Mike. So it is a massive challenge for this, not only this football team. To beat the Chiefs, it takes a team, not just a defense.
Well, he had an average game against the Ravens last week in that win, 3 touchdown passes and 374 yards. That's his average. Okay, Dan, we're going to go to the X's and O's now. We start in the first quarter. 2nd and 11, he goes to Travis Kelce, his great tight end. Break it down. Tell us what you see.
Well, the unique thing about this play is that it starts in empty formation, meaning only 5 offensive linemen in protection. There's nobody in the back of the backfield, right? So as a defense, you think, oh, this is a drop back pass. And then all of a sudden, Shady McCoy comes from the bottom of the screen all the way across, and it becomes a two-way play action pass where Mahomes fakes to Shady McCoy in a jet sweep. Then they bring McCole Hardman across the formation. And now you've got an empty formation that becomes a play action pass. And it just puts so many different moving parts in front of the defense's eyes. Watch the middle of it clear up. Mahomes hides the football behind his back and then throws the crosser on the play action to Kelce. So just, again, testing so many different parts of your rules of starting in an empty formation, somehow getting it into a play action pass, and then finding Kelce across the middle. The discipline that, it takes communication-wise by this defense is going to be challenged.
Now we move along and throwing the ball downfield, and Patrick Mahomes can throw it anywhere. But take your pick, choice on this highlight. The catch of the throw, Demarcus Robinson, one-hand catch, 18-yard touchdown. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's.
Well, again, as a play caller for the defense, you go, okay, how do we want to try and affect Patrick Mahomes? Well, blitz him. When blitzing him, it singles up guys on the outside. This throw by Patrick Mahomes to Demarcus Robinson is cut so early. As a defender, you have to think, I've got to cover my player through the ball because you never know when this ball is going to leave Mahomes' hands into locations he could throw to. That's the challenging thing, Mike, is the anticipation of pressure from this defense. And this kid is so smart knowing you're blitzing me. Your weakness is this in your secondary because of those one-on-ones. And as long as I cut this ball to a spot, so he drifts, and throws it to a spot. And Demarcus Robinson has become very much so a deep threat for this offense. So you have to ask yourself, if you're Matt Patricia and Pasqualoni, do I want to come after Patrick Mahomes? Because I want to affect him, but it singles me up. And this guy has shown the ability to burn blitzes. Now, when they get down in the red zone, love to throw the ball to the back pylon. And that's so that you've got to be conscious of that as a defense.
And Danny, they're doing this against a Ravens team that's historically good on defense. Now we come to it, even the big bundle here to McCole Hardman, a hard man to cover, 83-yard touchdown catch and run. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's on this one.
I saw what you did there with the name. You know, they get into this trip set and then they motion down. So anytime you motion somebody, you're trying to gather information and you're trying to gather attention. They motion the receiver down, Sammy Watkins. He's going to get that safety to sit on it just for a second, and McCole Hardman goes down the middle of the field. The thing is, Mike, this is a bread and butter play for the Chiefs where they'll sit McCole Hardman. They'll motion Sammy Watkins, and they'll sit Hardman down. That's why you see Earl Thomas jumping this sit route, as this is a 3-buzz coverage, and the corner just doesn't get over the top because Demarcus Robinson is on the outside. But McCole Hardman is a speed guy that they want to throw the ball to down those seams in between where the numbers and the hash are. So when you get that motion, if you're the Lions defense, why are they motioning? And where is McCole Hardman on every play? Because that's the guy they're trying to free up. They're trying to get you to jump up on Sammy Watkins, which is exactly what Earl Thomas, a Pro Bowl and probably Hall of Fame safety, does. But the thing, too, is watch what Patrick Mahomes does with his eyes. He stares to the right when he gets that ball, takes that safety just off the middle of the field to the hash, and frees up that window even more. So as a defender, a secondary guy, just have to have great discipline of reading what the formation is and what their tells or tendencies out of formations are, and then again, understanding where people are within those things to make sure you don't give up the easy touchdowns.
And right, Danny, now we're in the last 2 minutes, a big rally by the Ravens to make it a game, and it's time to close it out. It's 3rd and 9, minute and 51 to go. Screen pass does it. Break it down. Tell us what you see on this screen pass to Williams.
Yeah, I think for the big thing with this is understanding who the play caller is, right? Andy Reid loves to screen you, and he loves to screen you in moments where he knows you want to blitz. The Ravens had blitzed the running back to the side of the running back 7 times in this game. So Andy Reid knows I want to throw a screen away from the blitz. That's where the lesser amount of people are. So he puts the back to the field, then brings them across the formation back to the boundary. And really, it's a screen against pressure and only needing to block one person. So I asked the Lions again, do you want to blitz this offense, specifically in blitz situations when Andy Reid's anticipating it, but really the defensive linemen and the linebackers, not only when you're pressuring normally with just a 4-man rush, but when you're blitzing, have a keen awareness and a sense of where those backs are in this screen game, because they like to break you when they call these screens, and this one ends the game for them. So having an understanding of situational football and then feel for these offensive linemen and running backs is going to be huge for this defense this weekend.
All right, Danny O, that's a wrap for X's and O's this week. Game time Sunday at 1 o'clock at Ford Field. Lions versus the Chiefs.
Enjoy.